One day, your name will be spoken for the very last time. One day, your voice will fade into silence, and all that will remain is the impact you made, the legacy you built, the truth you lived. Most people live as if they have all the time in the world, but they do not. Time is the most brutal teacher. It gives you the lesson only after the moment has passed. And right now, it is ticking. With every breath, you are trading seconds of your life. You can waste them in fear, in regret, in comparison, or you can choose to spend them in purpose, in fire, in creation. The clock does not stop, so the question is not if your time will run out. It is what you will do before it does. This life is not a rehearsal. This is the show. This is the chance. You do not get a second version of today. Every moment you hesitate is a moment gone. Every dream you delay is a future unlived. You were not born to simply exist. You were born to shape reality, to leave fingerprints on the world that scream, "I was here. I mattered. I made a difference." Most people are chasing comfort, but comfort never wrote a legacy. Comfort never started a movement. Comfort never changed the world. Purpose did. Pain did. Action did. And so must you. You must begin to treat time as sacred, not someday, not maybe. Now, what story are you writing with your life? Because make no mistake, you are writing one. Every choice is a sentence. Every habit is a paragraph. Every year is a chapter. Will the story you leave behind be worth reading? Will it be remembered? Will it ignite something in someone else long after you are gone? Or will it vanish the moment you do? Forgotten in the noise of another wasted life. You decide, but you must decide now. There will never be a perfect time to start. You will never feel fully ready. The stars will not align. People will not wait. Opportunities will not knock forever. The harsh truth is this: the window is closing, and too many people will look back and realize they lived the same year 60 times and called it a life. Do not be one of them. Create, build, speak, serve, risk, love, fail, learn, rise again. That is living. That is how you carved your name into time. Stop thinking you have more time. That is the lie that kills ambition, the lie that lulls you to sleep while your dreams rot away inside you. You think you are young. You think you have decades. But ask those who are older, and they will tell you it goes fast, so painfully fast. And the biggest regret is not what they did. It is what they never had the courage to try. Do not let fear of failure write your story. Let courage do it. Let resilience do it. Let passion do it. Legacy is not built in a moment. It is built in thousands of unseen hours. It is the extra rep when no one is watching. It is the kind word to someone who needed it. It is the project you finished even after the applause faded. It is the book you wrote, the lesson you taught, the life you touched. It is doing what you said you would do, not once, but every day, even when it is hard. Especially when it is hard. That is what echoes beyond your time. You must start thinking long-term. Your name can outlive you. Your work can outlast you, but only if you plant the seeds today. Your discipline is your monument. Your habits are your legacy. Your thoughts shape your reality, and your daily actions become the stories people will tell about you. Do not aim to just be liked. Aim to be remembered. Aim to be felt. Aim to be the one who changed something, even if it was only for one person. That is enough. That is everything. And if you fall, good, because only those who try ever fall. Only those who rise again ever grow. Perfection is not your goal. Progress is. Impact is. Expression is. Time will keep moving whether you do or not. But if you move with it, with urgency, with clarity, with courage, then when your time ends, something beautiful begins. Your legacy, your ripple, your voice echoing in the hearts of those you inspired. So let go of excuses. Let go of delay. Let go of waiting for permission. You were not given breath to be silent. You were not given life to play small. The world does not need more people who blend in. It needs people who rise, people who ignite, people who leave something behind that outshines their name. Be one of them. Be the one who lived fully, burned brightly, and left this world better than you found it. Ask yourself every single day, if I died tomorrow, what would the world lose? If the answer is not much, then you have work to do. And that is not a reason to panic. That is a reason to begin. Begin where you are, with what you have, with all your flaws, your fears, your doubts. Start anyway. Legacy is not about perfection. It is about presence. Showing up fully while you are still here, before your time is gone. You must rise beyond your comfort zone. You must sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term meaning. You must say no to the trivial to say yes to the timeless. You must stop scrolling, stop numbing, stop drifting, and start living on purpose. Your time is your currency. Spend it on something worthy. Build something eternal with the hours you have left, because when it ends, and it will, you should be able to look back and say, I did not waste it. I gave it everything. Your name will fade unless you attach it to something greater than you, an idea, a mission, a movement, a message. Your story can spark someone else's courage. Your pain can be someone else's healing. But not if you keep it buried. Not if you live in fear. The world needs your truth, not your silence. It needs your action, not your hesitation. Stop hiding. Start building. The clock does not stop, neither should you. Every day is a brick. Every decision is a tool. Every hour is a chance. What will you construct with the time you have left? A hollow structure of regrets, or a legacy of strength, of impact, of truth? Do not waste another moment being who they want you to be. Become who you were born to be. Speak louder. Work harder. Love deeper. Risk more. Make your time count, because your time is running out. And the only thing more tragic than dying is never really living. You must become the person your future self will thank you for. You must become the story your children will tell with pride. You must become the reason someone else chooses not to quit. That is legacy, not fame, not fortune, but influence, integrity, impact. You have the power to shape the future even after your time is gone, but only if you act now. Only if you burn so brightly that your light lives on. You must stop thinking that greatness is reserved for the chosen few. It is not. It is earned by those who show up every day, even when they feel invisible. It is built by those who act with purpose even when no one is clapping. The people who leave the deepest legacy are often not the loudest in the moment. They are the most consistent, the most disciplined, the most committed. They live their life like every day matters, because it does. They do not waste time proving who they are. They show who they are by how they live, how they give, and what they create. There will be storms. There will be days you feel lost. There will be seasons of doubt and silence. But even in those moments, your time is still passing. Your life is still being written. Do not let temporary pain make you abandon permanent purpose. Do not let fear steal your fire. You are allowed to fall, but you are not allowed to quit. Rise again, speak again, build again, because if you stop now, the world loses something it will never see again. Your story is not over unless you leave it unfinished. Understand this. Legacy is not always loud. It is not always measured in followers or fame. Sometimes legacy is the life you changed without even knowing, the smile you sparked, the chain reaction of courage you started just by choosing not to give up. You may not see the full impact of your actions while you are alive, but impact does not need to be seen. It only needs to be made. Leave behind a spirit that refuses to settle, a mindset that dares to rise, and a heart that burns even in the dark. One day, your name will be carved into stone or whispered in memory. When that day comes, what will they say? That you lived afraid, that you hid your gift, that you ran from your calling? Or will they say you stood tall, spoke truth, lifted others, and dared to chase what mattered? You have the power to decide. Every moment is a chance to rewrite the ending. Every second you are alive is proof that your legacy is still being built. Make it count. Make it unforgettable. So when time comes to take its final breath from you, let it find you working. Let it find you glowing with purpose, exhausted from building something that mattered. Let it find you fearless, fulfilled, and forever remembered, not for how long you lived, but for how deeply you did. Because in the end, that is all legacy is: life lived fully, life lived without holding back, life lived with fire. And you still have time to build that life, if you start right now.